I love my books. True story. True fact. I have never read a book in my life. As far as like a novel goes, or, you know, like one of those kind of things. Never have. Never been my thing. I wish we had a guy like Jeffrey Wittenhagen around when I was growing up. Because there was like almost nothing to know book literature about video games. There's magazines. There's a couple of like the unauthorized how-to-win games, but nothing really like this. He's done a few books already, Jeffrey Wittenhagen has, including the complete NES as well as the complete Super Nintendo. And I'm actually in this a little bit. Both of them are awesome. Both of them are heavy. I'm going to put them down. Next for him is this guy right here. Just came out. This is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Compendium. A little different than the other two books. The other two books kind of go over like all of the games, a little bit about them. This is just the stories of, and I love the concept behind this book. Because everybody has a story about their favorite Super Nintendo game. Everybody has a story on the game that they looked for, they couldn't have it, their mom wouldn't buy them for Christmas, and then they had to like play it at their friend's house. Everybody has that story of like, you know, they rented a game so many times that they probably could have bought it by the time they finally beat it. Everyone has a story, and this book is exactly that. It's exactly full of stories. So I'm cracking the spine here. Listen to that beautiful sound. There was no sound. No sound. Oh, hey, look, bookmark. Ta-dang! Little plug right there for you. It's cool. Awesome. Thanks, dude. That's actually unexpected. I'll try to scoot a little bit closer to you here. We'll kind of go over, not every page together, but now I love this page. I love it already. You can find, you can look around and see who you can see who you recognize from other video games here. That's cool. So, what this is it's a book full of stories from Jeffrey Wittenhagen himself. I have an article in here as well from one of my stories, and even some Kickstarter backers provided stories for this book too. So it's cool to see their insight. It's cool to see what was on their mind when they were playing it. Flashback, great game. Spike McFane, funny story. I've never played it. But then, you know, this one here is from Alex, who does Daria Plays RPGs. So it's like, you know, if you watch her channel, it's like, oh, what did you think about Spike McFane of all games? You know, Super Metroid, always a great one. Days Before Christmas, that's another game I haven't played. So, I want to find mine. Uniracers, there's a unique game. Out of This World, awesome. Oh, there you go. I'm looking forward to reading that one. But everyone just has, oh, here I am. Yeah, of all games I could think of, I have a story behind me renting the video game Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Not for my little nephew, not for my little brother. I don't have a little brother. The fact I rented it for me, a children's game, because of some of the funny things you could do about it. It talks a little bit about that and more, and you know, the storyline that goes with it. Man, a lot of great games in here. A lot of just a lot of stories, and it's fun to read. You don't have to read it cover to cover. You can just open it up and read a random page and read whatever it is, because most of them are going to be about a page or two. You know, here's some quick ones here there too. I'm trying to, oh man, sorry, losing my hand grip here. And then even near the end here, even goes over like, here's some imports and everything. It closed the page. Oy. And this is kind of a neat thing. At the very end, there's even some stuff about some hacks and some import exclusive that you can play here. Here's some Super Nintendo stories and articles. My Super Nintendo Christmas from Psycho Stick. Oh, man. Lot going on here. A lot to talk about. Hey, here's one from Sergio. Sergio and the Holograms. You gotta look him up for sure. This is cool. A little story about collecting music in video games. This is from David Ortiz behind the Mariachi Entertainment System. These guys are fantastic. I've talked about it a couple times before. They do mariachi covers of video game music. So, again, this is... It goes over some more games too, like so the Super 4-in-1, some Pico Interactive games. The community contributors... That gorgeous looking face right there, very, very cool. So this book here kind of goes with this book here. Kind of a set. If you have one, you may as well have them both. You know what I mean? But this book is a standalone. I mean, I'd recommend them both anyway. I like the idea that there's just, like I said, everyone has a story, and you can find out so much about someone by hearing their story. Or maybe they have a similar story, and then you have a similar story. You're just like, oh, I can sympathize or even empathize with maybe some stories in this book too. So I think it's pretty sweet. There's a link in the description down below if you want to purchase yours. It is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Compendium from Jeffrey Wittenhagen. In honor of Jeffrey, military guy, got myself a military haircut. Now, nature gave me this haircut. I'm losing my hair anyway, so keep it short and sweet. Jeffrey's a cool guy. I've hung out with him a long time at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Super down-to-earth dude. He doesn't want me telling this. I'm going to tell it to you anyway. He's not making a dime from these books. I mean, he's doing it out of the kindness of his heart. Now, of course, he sells them, but he sells them to fund making more books. Kind of like me making repros, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I make repros, I sell them, and I use that money to make more repros. Jeffrey Wittenhagen, you know, he puts up the Kickstarter or whatever it is. He uses that money to make books. And then once he's done, there is no extra money for him. You know, he has a job, he has a family, he has his own thing going on. He uses that to fund more projects, and a lot of great projects too that are coming out. He's already working on some more books. There's going to be a one-of-a-kind homebrew available for the Nintendo Entertainment System. That should be available here pretty soon too, but more on that later. This book is available now. Pick yours up today, and again, it's another book with my beautiful face in it. So if that doesn't make it worth it, okay, never mind about all that part. Just get the book because I think it's awesome. How about that? You got John Rigg'd here. Till next time, take care, and we'll see you. We got some stuff over here. That and that especially. All right, we'll see you. Thanks.